Truth Man here. The channel is the No Matrix, No Simping, All Subjects channel. So it's tax time, y'all. And the thieves are going to be out in full force. You know, the bum ninjas. I only call them bums when I'm talking about stuff like this. I don't compare myself to other men. Only when I'm making a point. But be safe, because they're gonna be out here. I don't know about where you from, but Milwaukee, they be hunting to catch people with their tax refund. So you gotta be safe. But that's what I'm talking about. Constructive things to do with your tax refunds to improve your finances. I know most people just gonna go out and get another used car that's gonna break down and get junked or sold. Or another big screen TV you don't see slanted huge boxes and carts barely could fit in the cart at every Walmart across America. But I want to give you some things like for me. I'm gonna start out with myself. What my plan is. I got a couple things going. What was that? Sound like money back there. And I got a couple plans of things I'm gonna do. I gotta split half of it with you know who. But my half, I'll probably try to get ahead in a bill or two, and the rest I'm just gonna put it in my pocket and keep it to move with it when that time comes. Even if I don't move till later this year, like after Halloween or some stuff, I'm still gonna keep a portion of it for that. Constructive things, we're gonna break it down from the $1,000 level, from $2,000, $3,000 on up to like 10, because that's usually where most people cap off tax wise. People that don't make that much, got a lot of kids, can probably end up getting 10 G's. So I'm gonna show you something real quick. Just start with 1,000. You getting 1,000 back in taxes. What should you do with that? I would just keep it. I wouldn't even spend none of it. I would just keep it. Like if your shoes is horrible, get you a pair of shoes and then just keep the rest. But $1,000, just add that to your emergency fund, man. $2,000. $2,000. You got kids, get your kids something. Get your kids some money. Even if they 18. If your kids are if you've been having a hard time this year and your kid is grown, they've been helping you out, give your kids some of that money back. And if they're younger, like 18 or under, just give them some money. Tell them go buy yourself something. And tell them to keep some of it. They got to learn. I'm going to tell y'all something, man. It's getting harder. Like stuff is harder now. Like when you coming up short financially now, it's way worse than say 10 years ago. Like 10 years ago, you could be struggling, but it wasn't that bad. Now when you struggling, it's bad, man. Like like some people can't even get food. Like you can't even go to McDonald's if you ain't got, well, now they got some deals. You can actually go to McDonald's under $5. Buy one, get one free going on. Free advertising McDonald's. I usually buy 2 double cheeseburgers and just eat the meat, cheese, and the pickles and stuff. And throw the bread away, because I'm trying. Like, it's been a rough time, but I have scaled back on the sugar. But I still ain't scaled all the way back. I just ate a cookie, in fact. I'll get there. But it's exceptionally hard now. And that's what I was telling my sister, like ain't no more room for error. And you snooze, you lose now. Like, it's like people can't help you. And if you ain't helping yourself, then you just gonna be behind the 8 ball. And everything costs more. Car insurance, car notes, rent, food. You gotta be, and I gotta be doing things to increase. If you're not doing things to increase the amount of money that you make and have, you gonna struggle mightily. You gonna get left behind. And this ain't gonna be no rapture left behind. It's gonna be you not being able to make it financially. Oh, and don't have bad credit on top of it. You ain't gonna be able to get nothing. You ain't gonna be able to get nothing. So now it's like people be like, don't buy a house, don't buy a house. I don't agree with that. In my situation, I'm going by my situation. I got 4 kids. I should be buying houses. Unfortunately, it's different situation. My situation is kind of different, but you still should have some type of real estate to leave to your kids and have a clause in there that it goes to your kids, nobody else. So, but tax season is the time that you can bounce back a little bit if you do it right. People be like, I can't wait to tax time. I can't wait to tax time. But then you bring, you know how I know? Do you know how I know? Because I've done it. What I'm about to say. You bring all your bad habits to tax time and then that money be gone within 2 weeks. You be like, man, what did I spend it on? Everything. Bunch of stuff you didn't have to spend it on. What's up with my phone? Doing that again. A bunch of stuff that you didn't have to spend it on. Like, this ain't one of the ways you know you broke. When you start getting mad at people for not helping you, you broke. You gotta help yourself, man. And like I say, tax time for a lot of people is a chance to help yourself. Like some people, all they need is like an extra $1,000. That's all they need. And they can build on that. They can go from there. Just to have it in case something happened. Your tires go bald. You got 1,000, you building on 1,000. Now, of course, you still should be building on it. Whatever you got, you still should be building on it. Save it. But 2,000, give your kids something. Always have that 1,000 that you not gonna spend, that you gonna just put up in a safe, leave in the bank, put it in the cash box. I don't care. Put it in your drawer, put it in a sock. I don't care what you do. Man, try signaling, man. When you don't signal, it's like you throw everybody else just trying to drive around you off. Like they waiting on you and you not even coming their way. So always have that 1,000 that you just gonna keep. Now 3,000. Now you getting up there. 3,000. You could buy yourself something that you wanted. You could buy your kids something they wanted. You could put up that 1,000. And if you got anything left, you could kind of throw it at some bills. Like try to get right with your bills. Like some of y'all get enough back in taxes, you can just pay your rent an extra month. And then it'll be like, or 2 even. Then it'll be like, okay, now I can put this money up for myself and I'll have it when the rent come back around or for something else. Well, what do people do? Big screens, guns. Some of y'all do need a gun though. If you ain't got one, you get enough back, get 2. We're gonna get into that in a second. Screens, guns, used cars. What's going to be the car for this tax time? Probably some type of truck. They probably going to be, let's see. It always goes back like 10 years. So it's going to be some type of 2014 that everybody going to be getting. But 3,000, you got, now let's do 4,000. 4,000. Now you can get something that you couldn't get that you needed to get, like guns. Get yourself 2 guns. Put that 1,000 up. I will put a little more than 1,000 up. Do 1,200. Put 1,200 up. Get you a couple guns. Get you a handgun with a long gun, like a shotgun or AR or something. Match these dudes out here if it come down to it. Again, you got kids, get your kids something, get your kids a little money, put in their piggy bank, get them a little something they've been wanting. Like if they've been wanting the PS5, you ain't been able to get it, now you got $4,000. You can't say you can't get it now. But don't go crazy though. Remember, get yourself something too. 4,000 though, put up 1,200. Just work with that other 2,800. Put up 1,200. You got any left? Throw it at your bills. You got a car note? Pay an extra note. Pay your note if it's like 400 or something, and then pay the next month note. And make sure you get a receipt so they won't be, oh well, I thought that was, nah, you knew. Write it across the receipt. This is for such and such month. Oh, well, we thought you was just paying. Nah. Put the month on there, all across it. This is for such and such month car note. I really hope I get about 10, but I probably won't. I'm realistically, for me, it's, because I did the math. I done figured out how to kind of estimate the child tax credit plus what I paid in taxes, because I always try to have my dependents around the same or lower. Probably about $6,500, which means we'll be doing 32, which means for me, my portion, I might pay a little bit of bills. I'm putting up at least 15. If I get that much, I'm putting up like 15 to go towards my move. And I'm not gonna touch it. 1,500. I'm gonna pay a bill. I'm gonna give all the kids something. And I'm gonna go from there. So 5,000. 5,000 again. Put some money up, put up like 1,400. Now you could do stuff like you ain't been investing, so you can open up, you got Cash App, you could start, do a couple stocks on Cash App. Look at the dividends. Look at the dividends. This me. I'm telling you how I would do it. And a lot of people don't invest like I do. They have a different approach. So I would say you take about 500-600, get you like 3 different shares with nice dividends on them, and go 200. The dividends, let them build up, and then when they build up, draw them out and keep that money for yourself. That's just me. Some people like to invest their dividend. I do sometime. But if I do, it's only going to be half of it. I'm going to keep the other half. Because that's like profit. That's just me. It's just me. So if I make $100 from dividends, I'm keeping 50 of it somewhere untouched, building up. That's me. That's my approach. I mean, you could do it like me. You could do it like somebody else. And the other 50, maybe give me another share. That's how I would do it. Again, as far as guns, especially if you're living in a questionable area, you should have at least 2 firearms in your home if you're not a felon. You should have at least 2. And get you a nice portion of ammo. For each gun, get you about 150 rounds or more. About 150 rounds. I mean, if you need a car, you got 5,000, you're going to end up with a piece of junk. Like, if you make enough money to pay a note, you'd probably just be better off getting you a brand new car. I mean, you already got the note. You got 1,400, you're going to already have the note put up. And your car note, don't let it be even half of that money you put up. So your car note should be under 7. But put like 2,000 down. You better off putting 2,000 down. Like, I used to say something totally different. But now, because the mechanics are scarce, and they don't be one, they lazy, they not motivated, and they don't be one to work. I say 2,000 down on you a nice car. It probably cost you about 20, like a 2-year-old car or something. And you start going under 2 years, you might be headed towards them same issues that you probably will have with another used car. But 5,000, you got something to work with, man. You shouldn't be running out of money in 2 weeks, because for one, you got to save some. And don't go back to it. Don't try to go to Mississippi. Don't go on no vacations with it. Just let it sit. You say, well, you should invest. Look, man, I do invest, but I don't believe in investing everything I got around. Because I believe somebody's, in some cases, be manipulating the system. $6,000. Oh, man, come on now. You put up $1,700. You be straight for the year. Most people, like if you live in Milwaukee and you got $1,700 put up, all them little small problems people be having, you done address those. Tires, if you need tires. Clothes, your kids go on a field trip. Just all kind of stuff. You done already addressed. You put up like no less than $1,700 out of $6,000. Again, unless you buying like a Regal or a LeSabre or a Bonneville or something with that 38 V6 in it that don't need a transmission, don't need tie rod, the tires, it ride a smooth ride, then I would just get a new car. When I say new, I'm thinking 2021 and up. I'm talking about the cars with a dashboard with no, well, I done messed up my seat right here. But when I bought this car, it wasn't no rips in the seats at all. That's me getting in and out that did that. And you let me, like, I'm finna do something that a lot of people say is kind of goofy. If I get 10 G's back, I'm going to get the XT6. Yep. And I'm still going to have this. Not right away though, but that's going to give me the building blocks that I need to get that car soon. I got my reasons for not getting it now. Because I got to make sure I keep this. If I get that, they're going to try to take this. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The big D. They're going to try to take this. And then I'll be back to square one. I'm trying to get 2 cars. I'll be back to square one. But you got something to work with. Again, if you ain't got your firearm game right, Shoot, you could get like 2 handguns and a long gun. Cause you still gonna have 4,300. Look. Hopefully you don't need a car. Hopefully you already got your car. Your car note 600. Okay, pay. If you haven't paid it for this month, pay this month and the next month after that. And act like you didn't. When you get paid from your job, put that money right back up. That's how you get ahead, man. People be buying all they could be like, look, all right, my rent is 1,000. These girls be getting like 8,000 back. Be like, I'm finna pay my rent for 3 months and I'm still gonna leave that money in the bank. They'll be straight the whole year. The whole year. If you pay 3 months of rent and when your check hit, you do the same thing like you haven't done it, you're gonna get ahead. Be like, okay, your check, 1,600. You get paid every 2 weeks. Leave that 5 in there with that 3. You get paid again 2 weeks later. Leave that other 5 in there. So now you got 4. And it ain't no arrow going up, arrow going down, investment type stuff. You got 4. 3,000 plus 1,000 is 4,000. It ain't no, well, the percentage. Look, man. I told y'all what I think of investments. Speaking of that, let's see how it's working. Let's see what it's at. I know it's moving slow. Wait, I gotta go on my other one. I ain't hardly got nothing in this. Sign out. Sign in the other one. They say make your money work for you while you sleep. Okay, let's see what it's doing. Let's see what it's doing. Down 1.4%. Bitcoin down 0.42%. I keep telling you. And look at my savings. It's a low percentage, but it don't change. 1.5. So we don't even got to go all the way up. To sum it up, you get your taxes, save some first. Look out for your bills before the kids. But anyway, thanks for watching.